PSA to all those exes that want to meet up and talk. What we got to talk for? Like, what do you need to discuss with me so urgently that you wanted to interrupt the healing that's in place, that I'm putting in place, the process of me threading back my heart that you broke? What's so important that you want to disturb my peace that I'm finding after you? I want to know what you want to talk so much for. Like, I don't understand why in the process it must be important. So here's the thing. When we was together, all I wanted to do was talk to you. I was begging you every night to talk to you. When we was having problems, when you were doing this and that, I wanted to talk. And you had nothing to say. But now that I left, now you got something you want to talk about. What I don't get is, why everybody want to talk when you break up? Now everybody want to change. But when we was in this relationship, all I did was beg you to change. Over and over and over again. And you proved to me over and over and over again that you didn't even want to, or I wasn't valuable enough to you to even think about putting in the effort to do so. Now when I left, now what you want to do is, you want to tell me how much you sorry. What was all those sorries when we was together? Now you want to tell me you a better person. Where was that better person when I was begging you to be more? Now you want to tell me how much you miss me. But you never once said those words when we were together. It's funny how when now you see that life ain't what you thought it was going to be without me, now you want to talk. Now you want to change. Now you want me back. And you want to tell me, here's the first thing, you want to tell me how much you changed and how much you want us to work, but you won't even give me my space to heal. That's the thing I don't understand about all these exes that want to talk. The reason I'm not answering your number is because I need time to heal from the damage you caused. And now here you are again, wanting to reinsert yourself in my life and restart my healing. I done gave you a chance before. We done did this cycle. I done been here before. We broke up before, don't you remember? Don't you remember you already said these words to me? And now here you are telling me again how you gonna change again and again? No more fourth chances. No more fifth chances. Matter of fact, you ain't even worth it. Here's the thing, people. You ain't gotta explain yourself to no ex that wanna talk. You ain't gotta tell them how much they hurt you, because they already know. That guilt is eating them up inside. You ain't gotta explain how much you upgraded their life, because they already know. They realize that they empty inside now without you. You ain't gotta give them the satisfaction of knowing that you were doing better without them. You know what? Because karma gonna let them see it. What you gotta make sure you do when you break up with somebody is break up and never go back. What you gotta talk to him for? You remember that time you was crying? And he looked at you and said, "What you crying for?" You remember that time you asked him about those strange, suspicious ass 1:30 a.m. text messages? He didn't want to talk about it then. It's amazing how people want to flip the script when you got the power back. I'm telling you, quit relinquishing your power by giving people access that they ain't deserve. When you make your mind and move on, what else you got to talk about, man? What else we got to discuss? At this point, you got to learn how to not allow someone's need to find some type of atonement or some type of forgiveness from you to interrupt your healing process. In order to heal, You got to stop going back to the same person that hurt you. All these people will tell you, oh no, talk, see what he got to say. For what? You ain't getting back together with that motherfucker. What you got to talk about? What we got to discuss, man? If you give somebody an inch, it might be all they need to reinfect you with their venom. You gotta be strong enough to say what we got to talk for, man. You gotta be strong enough not to send that text. You gotta be strong enough to block that number. You gotta be strong enough to walk away. You gotta be strong enough to prioritize your healing. You gotta be strong enough to prioritize your heart. You gotta be strong enough to choose you. Anytime somebody that's done you wrong hit you up, if you ain't in a place where you can be like chit chatty and cool and whatever, you done did your work, you done healed, they don't deserve nothing from you. Because when you was together, you gave them every opportunity to talk. You gave them every opportunity to be better. Every opportunity to explain. And guess what? Your presence didn't motivate them to be better. So why do you think your absence will? They ain't thinking about you. Because if they was, they'd leave you alone. The only reason that person hitting you up is because they thinking about their damn self. Because if they truly cared about you, they would know you need this space to heal. What we got to talk for, man? Period. What do we have to talk for?